He was sleeping in his car, broke and absolutely hopeless. Today, he runs the world's biggest podcast. He was a college dropout, working grueling night shifts at a convenience store, just barely getting by. His mother died of cancer while he was so broke he couldn't even help her. Nobody, and I mean nobody, believed in him. Today, he's worth hundreds of millions of dollars and hosts the most influential podcast on the planet. This is the Joe Rogan story nobody ever tells you. Joe Rogan was born in 1967 in Newark, New Jersey. His father vanished when he was just 5, and his stepfather was violent. Joe grew up scared, anxious, and deeply insecure. But then, at 14, he discovered Taekwondo. It was the first time he ever felt control over something: his body, his discipline, his own effort. He trained relentlessly, becoming a state champion, and even a US Open champion. But the reality was harsh. Martial arts didn't pay the bills. He tried college but dropped out after 2 years. He had no clear path, no direction, just this burning desire to escape mediocrity. He found himself working a series of dead-end jobs: construction, delivering newspapers, those lonely night shifts at a convenience store. There were even times he had to sleep in his car between shifts. He was directionless, broke, and completely lost. But even in the darkness, Joe just kept moving forward. Then, at 21, everything changed. A friend dared him to try stand-up comedy. Terrified, Joe walked onto the stage at an open mic night in Boston. The crowd laughed. And in that moment, something clicked. Comedy became his new obsession, just like martial arts had been. He would drive for hours just to perform anywhere he could. He bombed constantly, got heckled relentlessly. But with every failure, he got a little better. In 1994, he took a huge leap of faith and moved to Los Angeles with nothing but a belief in himself. He grinded it out in small clubs and open mics, facing failure day after day. Finally, in 1995, he got his first real break, a role in a sitcom called Hardball. It was a massive failure, canceled after just 5 episodes. Then came news radio. It ran for 5 seasons and gave him a sense of stability. But it didn't make him wealthy. Just as things were looking up, tragedy struck. His mother was diagnosed with cancer in 1999. Joe felt completely helpless, watching her suffer without having the means to truly help. She passed away in 2000. That devastating pain fueled his drive like never before. He was determined to work even harder. In 2001, Joe took a job hosting Fear Factor. The critics mocked him. Fellow comedians said he was a sellout, but the show paid well and gave him massive exposure. And through it all, he never stopped performing stand-up, building his reputation as a true comedian's comedian, respected for his craft. Then, in 2009, Joe did something completely radical. He started a podcast. Back then, podcasts weren't popular. There was no money in it, no guaranteed audience. But Joe didn't care. He just wanted to have honest, long-form conversations with interesting people. Called it the Joe Rogan Experience. For years, almost nobody listened. Joe recorded episode after episode in his house using cheap, basic equipment. He produced thousands of hours of content with zero revenue coming in. But slowly, people started to discover it. They were drawn to the authenticity, the depth, and the raw curiosity of the conversations. By 2015, downloads were hitting millions per episode. By 2019, it had become the biggest podcast in the world. And then, in 2020, Spotify came knocking with a deal that would change everything. A reported $200 million for the exclusive rights. The kid who once slept in his car, delivering newspapers at 4 in the morning, now had one of the most powerful and influential media platforms on the entire planet. Joe Rogan's story proves something powerful. You don't need a college degree, you don't need money, you don't need connections. What you need is relentless work, unbelievable patience, and an unwavering belief in yourself. He spent decades grinding in total obscurity, doing jobs that people mocked, performing for tiny audiences, and podcasting to almost no one. But he never quit. Even when no one was watching, he kept building. Even when people doubted him, he kept pushing forward. So if you feel lost right now, if you feel stuck or hopeless, remember Joe Rogan sleeping in his car, starting a podcast with $0 and 0 listeners. Your breakthrough might be years away, but if you quit, you will never know how close you truly were. Keep going, keep building, and keep showing up for yourself. Your moment might be closer than you think. Thanks for watching.